Strolling through Stevens Lake Park is a favorite pastime for these friends. Columbia residents Susan Kaufman and Pat Gerke have been friends for nearly 20 years. They met through the community theater where their now grown kids were once active. Kaufman says Gerke has helped her through some tragic times in her life, like 3.5 years ago when Susan's husband Bob died suddenly of a heart attack.
It was a terrible time, and part of my way of coping with it now, it's 3.5 years later, is to kind of not focus on that part, but to focus on the over 40 years of wonderful memories that we had, our beautiful daughter, and not think about that bad time when I was trying to adjust myself to being alone so suddenly.
Friends like Pat Gerke help pull her through.
That's when she really stepped forward and started watching over me, and I really appreciated it.
Then again, Susan was dealt another blow. Last summer, she was diagnosed with endometrial cancer.
It was pretty devastating when you get that kind of a diagnosis. And then having to tell Sarah, I know it was hard, very hard. But it was hard to tell my mother.
Pat loves to cook. I hate to cook. So she fed me. And when I was having my chemotherapy, she brought food a lot and still does. She worries that I don't eat enough.
Susan underwent 6 rounds of chemotherapy as well as surgery. Now doctors say her prognosis is good.
The surgery's over, the chemo's over, my hair's coming back, I feel great. So that's what I'm focusing on.
And other than her bout with cancer, Kaufman is a very healthy person. She walks a mile to and from work every day, weather and health permitting. She's followed a strict vegetarian diet for decades, and now she's upped it to vegan. So when many people would ask, why me? Pat's the first one to point out that's not the attitude Susan has ever had.
She's an inspiration. She really is. She is so positive. She's the most positive person I've ever met in the face of all that she's been through.
I saw a proverb somewhere just recently that I liked so much that I copied it out and stuck it on my bulletin board above my desk. And it was, you can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails.
She's just ready to go. She's ready to try. She's ready to do it. Whatever it takes, that's what she's willing to do.
Susan says her emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being are all important pieces to a health puzzle. And it's that support system of important women in her life, like her friends and her daughter Sarah, that helps keep her balanced.
And my mother, who's 88, is still a wonderful support to me. She lives in Indiana, but we talk a lot. And she's my role model.
And Susan has an important piece of advice for women going through a hard time.
Try to find, even though you might think this is the worst day you've ever had, you can find something. Maybe the sun will come out from behind the cloud, or somebody will smile at you that you don't even know, or the tiniest little thing, but look for it because it's there.
For Speaking of Women's Health, I'm Kate Walls.